Alrighty guys, what's going on there? So as you can see, I do have power to this. I'm going to go ahead and explain what happened here. So basically I left this eSheen battery charging all day, and I just came home and I plugged it in, and it lasted like, I don't know, maybe a minute before it died. And that was plugged in all day, so we know that the cell in this is shot. So what I went ahead and did, just to show you guys how this looks, is I just plugged it into the wall charger. So basically my Android port is giving it power right now so it can stay on, and as you can see, it's doing decently well. So I'm going to go ahead and move this right on in there so you guys can, there we go, so you can see how it looks. I'm going to pick up the 501S and we're going to move it around a bit so you guys can see how decent it is. Now if I move it really fast, it still does not lose signal at all. And it actually looks pretty good. Every once in a while we get a little flutter. Like I said, it looks really clean on the screen, so my phone is just kind of making things look a little brighter or hazier than they are, but that's the look from inside the FPV goggles. 100-inch screen. It shows really, really well, so not unhappy, but I just want to show you guys that it does work, and that was how I weaned out the possibility of it being the unit. Was testing the battery first, and then getting an opportunity to make sure that it tuned into the signal correctly. So I just went ahead and, like I said, I'll unplug this and show you guys. It has been charging all day, so we'll go ahead and unplug this and see how long the screen lasts. There you go, that's how long it lasts as soon as it's unplugged. So it's no good. That battery is toast. I think the unit is good, but the battery's toast, because I don't even think I could test it yet. I'm pushing the test button and nothing's happening. So I'm convinced the goggles are good. The battery's just shot, you know, and I can't fault the person that sold it either, because I doubt they knew. They sit in storage boxes until somebody buys them, and I'm sure the battery just either it was too hot of an environment or it just wasn't made correctly. It was a defective battery. But you know, I did also want to tell you guys there is no DVR on this. There's no way to put an SD card in here. Very cheap pair of goggles, but like I said, I'm not really worried about it. The type of FPV flying I'm going to be doing, I would just as soon use the camera on the Hubsan anyways, because it's so good. Alright, so what did it take to do this? So basically what I've done here is I've taken a little piece of foam and I've put it in between the boards here, because I wanted to keep the Android charger and I still wanted to have this piece so I could connect it to the goggles. And what we're going to go ahead and do now is pinch this together, and I'm going to go get my hot glue gun, and we're going to make sure that nothing is metal's touching. And we're going to go ahead and glue this all up so that this is an actual connection piece. And as you can see, these two cells were shot. They're all exploded, and there's gooey stuff coming out of them on the ends here. So 2S down the drain there. Alright, what do you guys think? Huh? So what I did is I took that board, like I said I was going to do, and I super glued it, or I hot glued it together, and I covered all of the exposed components with hot glue. Then I went ahead and took my model painting kit, painted it black, and then I shoved it in between the, I stretched this band out real good, and I went ahead and shoved this power bank in there so it was all nice and tight, and then I shoved the wire after I connected it up through the center, so both boards are attached there, and this board can calculate exactly how much draw it needs from this to power this, which is why I left all the boards intact. So now this power bank is officially the battery, and it's almost 3 times the capacity of what this was. This was 1600 milliamps. This is 6,500 milliamps. It also came with a car jump. So this apparently could start my car if it needed to. But as you can see how easy this was. It doesn't look too crazy either. I think it's made of aluminum. Or the outside case is made of aluminum, so I will also be painting this black when I get a chance, but I did paint that black. Doesn't look too crazy. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around so you guys can read the model number, and then we'll talk about how I did this. So model number is, it's made by Saibo, and it is model number SZX-8520, and there's all the specs on it, 6,500 milliamps. Okay, so you guys can screenshot that if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and stand this up and show you exactly what I do here. So now to power it on, all I have to do is that. As you can see, the little LEDs came on. I have 4 bars right now, and if you look inside of there, we have power. So, pretty easy little setup. You guys have the spec and model number. It did come with this awesome little white wire when I got it. So I just went ahead and plugged that little white wire right in there. There's a little more than I want, but it's fine. I put it on my head. It looks fine. It works fine. So once I paint this unit here black, I think it'll look a lot better. And there you go. That is how you modify the eSheen VR 007 goggles. They are working perfectly now. No issues. Like I said, this isn't even on a full charge right now, so I basically, whatever it came from with the store, it's got 3 bars lit up here on the top. The 4th one's missing, but it was missing since I turned them on when I hit the battery meter, so that's a little power meter. It tells you exactly how much power you got left. All 3 LEDs are on. There is a 4th one, so obviously it needs a charge. It's probably been sitting in the store forever, but I'm going to go ahead and pick it up so you guys can see what it looks like from the side. There you go. Nothing too crazy, and perfect. It is a serious upgrade for this unit now. Very, very serious. It's like I added a ton of extra horsepower to it with this big 6,500 milliamp battery. So you guys have all the specs. You saw how easy it was to do. All I did was attach the 2 boards that came out of this battery, cut all the extra wires off that were going to these 2S battery cells, and then I covered everything with hot glue with a piece of foam in between the boards to make sure they wouldn't touch. And then I painted this black, and I went down and bought this unit, and bada bing bada boom, now we have an incredibly insane battery for this unit that should only have to be charged every once in a while. As you can see, it is working perfectly. So there you go. All right, guys, drone worship, I'm out. Toodaloo.
Give yourself to the dark side.